You already know it's your boy Mike Star, Smoke Session with Squirrel.
It's Logan. It's your boy Logan H. James. I'm in a smoke session with Squirrel. You already know what's up.
Man, it's your boy Danny. They got it. Smoke Session with Squirrel. You know what's going on, man. We
rewind it a little bit and play it again, you know what I mean? While we in this smoke session with Squirrel.
Okay. And it's your boy Squirrel. Who we got today with me?
Big old kid, man, RBPs and that type of shit.
Smoke session with Squirrel.
Hey, smoke section with Squirrel. Have some throat sex with your girl, motherfucker.
Yeah, go follow Smoke Session with Squirrel. Go follow the page right now.
Yeah.
Blow a cutie or some marshmallow, shout out Apple Sky. It's Smoke Session with Squirrel. I'm about to take off, smoking on some tropical runts. It blow your face off. Yo, it's your boy Squirrel, man. Smoke Session with Squirrel. And I got my dog in the building with me, man. Let the people know who we back. You back?
I'm back, man. I'm back.
Let them know who you is, man.
SkitzoMichigan. You know who I am. I shouldn't say you know who I am, because I hate when people say that shit. I hate when I see people on here be like, you know what it is, it's your boy. No, I fucking don't know what it is. I don't know you. Tell me who you are. I'm SkitzoMichigan from Kalamazoo, Michigan. Me and Squirrel basically from the same hood, same block. We've both been doing our fucking things, as you see. If you've been watching Smoke Session with Squirrel, you know my man been had everybody on the goddamn show, so you know he ain't shortchanged, and I'm fucking here because I'm dope as fuck. Just released my book, Top 10 on Amazon, Water from Cactus, on opening weekend, not just opening day. I gotta stress that point, because some people only stay in the top for like a couple hours. So, to be in for the whole weekend, I was fucking blessed. But the album's coming, Water from Cactus. If you don't know who the fuck I am, please just Google me, Skitzo, state of Michigan. I'm legit as it comes, you know what I'm saying? I'm thorough, like Squirrel.
Hey, I appreciate all y'all that's been tuning in to Smoke Session with Squirrel. If y'all don't know, Skitzo might have been episode 1, maybe episode 2.
Hey.
But he been here when it first started, so I'm glad to have my dog back, man. And it's been working since he been gone.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Tell us a little bit. I know you signed with Monstar ENT.
Yeah.
And then y'all just dropped the project, man. Tell me how that was working in a...
Yeah.
You used to being a solo artist, so tell me how it was working together as a group.
Working in a group sucks for a solo artist. You know what I'm saying? You used to coming and going and doing what you want. I mean, you work in the group, you know what I'm saying? And and you work also as a solo entity when you do your podcast. So you know what it's like when you can do your own show and move and come and you got an idea and you can make it happen. And if it don't happen, you're the blame. You can't point fingers. It's really the best thing. But we all know it takes a village, and teamwork makes the dream work. So, joining up with some mega forces who have been touring nationally with platinum artists, and, I can learn a lot from being with the Monstar Clique. So I just been pinning my ears back and listening to Straight Jacket, who's been mixing for platinum selling artists for years. Light, who has toured with platinum selling artists, and Project Born, who was signed with platinum selling artists and toured with ICP. So it's just a good learning opportunity, and that's why I'm taking it as. I ain't taking it as like, oh, I got a fucking deal, now it's time to lay back and chill. Nah, it's time to fucking really work.
Put that extra work in.
Yeah, now I gotta go harder, because all this shit I've done before really don't matter. Nobody give a fuck. It's too many artists, too many rappers. Everybody putting out music with a song, so it don't even matter. You gotta stay relevant, stay active, and stay fucking going, bro. Like Dory said in fucking Finding Nemo, keep swimming. That's the motto.
How does it feel? Like, it wasn't like a normal signing with a label. Like, a normal person may have. You actually was friends with these people. Like I remember for years, you was always fucking with Project Born.
Yeah.
Light's been your brother for years, since as long as I know him with the music. So like, it gotta feel a little different because it's like a in-house family that you already of people that you already was working with or being around before anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it was a fucking great feeling. You know what I'm saying? You also like you want to see your brothers win. So you feel like, okay, I can bring something to the table to help you win. You can bring something to help me, and each one teach one, and now we all can win. And like the Wu-Tang mentality, you know what I'm saying? But siblings do fight, siblings rivalry. So it's a growing process. I'm learning how to work together, learning how this person operates, learning how this person communicates. Because now we have a meeting every week, you know, an hour meeting on the phone, and you understand how people got personal shit in their life. So you learn to adjust with that and kind of help that person get through it and move on while dealing with your shit at the same time. It's a growing curve that I've been with the label for about a year. Since I think last year Lights Out is when it was officially announced. But, you know, like I said, the learning curve is I'm still in that process. Yeah, I'm still in the first and rookie year. Like I'm still freshman year, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful grind. But shout out to the Monster family. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my bro James. You've seen me. You've seen him. Shout out to Light, Straight Jacket, Poke, and Nitty, the whole Monster team. You know what I'm saying? Because them dudes are stars in their own right. And for them to kind of like take a back seat for the label was really big. Because we all stars in our own right. So for a motherfucker already to have shit going in their life and then to be able to say, hey, let me pause what I got going on to work on something for us instead of something for me. It really take a sacrifice, you know what I'm saying? And so, yeah.
Like he said, he could have just ran with it like, hey, my name buzzing right now, I'm about to make it happen. But he was like, I'm about to put my team on, make a team for myself.
Yeah. And motherfucker could have been eating on his own, you know? So, we got so much music. Project Born got an album about to drop. Straight Jacket album is finna come out. My album, Water from Cactus, one of the best albums that I ever did in my life. And I'm going to say this, too. I'm trying to really break out from that box that I put in. Because when you do shows with ICP and the Gathering of the Juggalos, people start to think you are a certain kind of artist who lives in here. But I paint pictures off blank canvases. So I can't be put in no box. Because I'll draw my box with a hole in it. Or I'll put a circle around my shit. Like, so you know, I can't be put in the box. So this album for me is showing motherfuckers that I live outside the box. I'm so excited because when I put out a book, Water from Cactus, it's embarrassing shit in here. When a motherfucker put out an autobiography, and you can't just hold back. Like, I couldn't sit there and be like, hell yeah, man, my childhood was pretty good, or I had this and I had that. No, I got to show you these embarrassing-ass Christmas pictures. I got to show you these dusty-ass LA gears I used to wear. I got to show you who the fuck I really was, free lunching it like a motherfucker. And now you get to see, like, okay, if he can do it, I can do it. If
you said it might be embarrassing, but really it gotta feel great though, because you're able to see all the stuff that you talked about that. You came from that to be able to make your own stuff. Yeah. Like, I think on the first time when we first had you on the podcast, I was asking you like what you were reading, and you was talking about your book, but you actually have an actual book out. It's on Amazon.
Yeah.
People can order your book. Like, how does that feel for being a person like you that does a lot of reading? And, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like Blaniac in Memphis. I feel like I'm in that room with all Michael Buffer and Jelly, and I'm like, who the fuck are... Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't deserve it. I'm just some fat ashy kid from Kalamazoo. Sometimes it's, you know, when you on tour and when you with Jelly and when you with in these places with these people and you ask yourself, like, how the fuck did I get here? I went to Norks. I grew up on Section 8. Like, I lived on Mabel on the North. Like, I shouldn't be a motherfucker with a top 10 book on Amazon. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't be on the same list. That
gotta feel good to say though. A top 10 book on Amazon.
Man, it's almost like saying I got a top 10 on Billboard. For me, honestly, and I know it's just Amazon, and you know what I'm saying, but it's Amazon. Who don't fucking use Amazon? You know, it's the Walmart.
You walked up
shit
when you walked up this morning. I had an Amazon package.
Bro, you see what I'm saying?
Like, that shit
so,
real.
Yeah, so man, that it was the greatest feeling so far in my music career. Of course, I'm a father and I love my kids, so I don't want to say the greatest feeling ever. But as far as a musician and an artist and a creator and someone who loves to just live outside the box and do the unnormal shit, man, it was the best feeling to see your idea work.
It was a goal you had that you accomplished, though.
And then to see it work so well was scary. Yeah. Because I didn't, if you would have told me, like, I had no promotion. I didn't start sponsoring ads yet. This week I'm start doing all that shit. I got QR codes about to get punched up, bookmarks, posters. I got my book signing August 19th at the Douglas Library, Alma Paul Branch Library on Douglas, 11:30 to 1 o'clock, August 19th. So be there. I'll sign your book. I got snacks, refreshments. We're doing the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a nice little event. But, bruh, I did not know it was going to do so well. So without marketing, without paying for ads, putting up posters, without doing the footwork yet, to have it already have that traction, and now it's time to capitalize. I'm going to let the book breathe for a month, but I got a whole album ready. I just shot a video. I got a single. I got 2 singles of graphics. Shout out to Kenji, who's a dope artist from Kalamazoo. And so I'm just sitting on everything. And when I get it in my hand, then I'm going to figure out how to market it, how to strategize it, and then work it. Because it's been 5 years since I put out an album. So it's no need to rush now. I've been doing shows. I've done over 500 features.
So you got a bunch of music, man. That's what a catalog is for.
Yeah.
To be able to
I
tour
a decent
and do music.
catalog, yeah. And I'm able to do shows still off of my old catalog. You know, because it's people who still don't know who I am. Which is, you know, a humbling experience for me because I still love the feeling of meeting new people. I still love the feeling of going to a show. These motherfuckers don't know who I am. They stand around watching, like, entertain me. And then when I get done, they at the merch table, we taking pictures, they buying shit, they follow me on social media, and they stay in contact. They, you know, that's the thing too. I always respond to comments. I always try to, you know, give feedback and stay active with people because in this social media era we live in, that is the new currency, attention.
How is the feedback that you're getting from the book?
Man, a lot of people are just like, it's sad. You know, there is a happy ending. It's an underdog story. You know, the resilience of a cactus. And I don't want to give the book way too much because I do explain the meaning of water from cactus in the book. But a lot of people have told, shout out to my boy Nemesis Poe. He told me, he was like, man, you know, I cried twice. I'm only on chapter 3. My girl, when we were at home reading the text in the KDP format, when he was sending it to me for editing, she was sad. You know, and I'm like, it has a happy ending. It's like if you, just imagine you only heard Dear Mama from Tupac. You would think it was all sad shit. But then you hear I Get Around, you're like, oh, it's a happy ending. It's sad he was young, but he getting pussy and getting money. So, yeah, it's you know, it starts that way because that was my upbringing. But that is what molded the diamond. That was the pressure on the coal. You know what I'm saying? And my favorite little line is like the same water that softened the potato will harden the egg. So I went through the same shit everybody else went through. You didn't have it easy. None of us had it easy. I just chose to let our boiling water toughen me up instead of soften me like the potato. So I just took all that shit and used it as fuel. And that's how we got water from cactus.
And that's dope as hell right there. I was wondering in the meeting, and that's, I mean, obviously, you know, I know a little bit about being able to get water from a cactus, but
yeah,
you know what I mean, that's dope as hell, man, that you was able to be able to write your own autobiography, and then you got people from probably all over just getting that you don't even know tapping in, and like you always showed me,
LA,
that's another part of merch for your thing.
Yeah,
so
like
a lot of
part,
it helps with that, so that's kind of dope that it adds another big merch piece, so that you can still do your music, but you can still market the music and the book together as a package while you're touring and doing the music. So that's dope as hell, man.
I've seen not Mastermind, but I've seen, you know, them sell box sets of like the whole years of them. No matter how long they've been together, they have like a set, full catalog of it, and they sell it for $400 or $500 a piece. I mean, it's easy, like you say, you put the book together and
putting together a whole package. Everybody because they feel like they're getting something. Like, you know, even if you ain't throwing that in for free,
even though it's $300-$400, you still, you know,
you're getting something.
It's still 50 cents a piece.
You're getting it, man. I love this shit, man. I mean, and to be able to do something different. And for me, I love being the first. Like, a lot of people don't know, I got a comic book and a coloring book.
I remember that.
You know, when nobody really doing that shit then. But I look up now, I see all kind of big time artists, big time people, celebrities doing color books. I know I'm not on their radar, so I know they didn't, get the idea from me. But I've been ahead of the curve for so long and trying to be. I got 2 or 3 other adventures already coming out. I got a poetry book, 70% done right now, called "The Cactus That Saved My Life." So it's the year of the cactus for me. So, it's all about fucking resilience, perseverance, and pushing through shit, man. And, the book is a good underdog story. Yeah, it starts off fucking sad, but every black male story is damn near sad nowadays. The basic rah-rah. But
you gotta do the Skitzo logo and turn the T to a cactus.
See? That's why you the brains right here.
You heard it here first.
I'm
That's
thinking,
why
like,
your brains
all I can see is this right down the back. I think you
yeah.
turn the T to the cactus.
Yeah. That's a good idea, right?
It'd be a lowercase T, but hey,
yeah.
that's how you make it work.
Yeah, okay.
No, but man, I always appreciated your game when it comes to with merch and just the different things you do. Like you said, it's something different. Like motherfuckers ain't just doing coloring books or comic books or some of the other stuff I see you do. So that's dope when you, like you said, it make you feel good when you're like, I was ahead of this shit. Only if you can capitalize the way it is once it blows up in the official. You know what I'm saying? Make it a little different, but.
And trying, man. And capitalizing off it now mean not letting steam slow down. Not letting the momentum lose its pressure right now, because the book is doing pretty good. I'm getting a lot of good feedback, and now I want the music to do the same. I want the music to cross and have the same impact. So I got an album coming out real soon. I'm not putting no dates and numbers on it because it's been 5 years since I put out Ghetto Nerd. And
that's crazy to say, though. That feels like it's been 5 years.
5 years since I put out an album, man. But I've been able to tour. Like you said, I got a good catalog. I got a catalog that go back to 03. So, and I'm talking about consistent full-length albums of good music. And the Monstar Click EP that dropped. The Game Ain't Safe. For you who only got the Monstar ENT album, Game Ain't Safe. That shit is fire. Some of the best music I've been a part of since the Orthis with Mastermind, honestly. And so I'm fucking like stoked to talk about that shit. Plus, I'm stoked to have Straight Jacket mixing my new shit. I got a platinum production guy who's been mixing big name artists now mixing my shit. So, I was groomed at DX to Flex. You know what I'm saying? And when it was the House of Trees, I was groomed there. And now through practice, through that dojo, I'm ready for the big leagues. Like you said, when I step into the studio with these big name motherfuckers and they asking me for my opinion, bruh, that shit is like, I'm looking like, yo, you the dude? Like,
yeah, don't ask me.
Yeah, right. So, but you realize then, okay, I'm the talent. I'm supposed to be here. I'm the one. Let me feel the shoe. Let me just kill shit.
Because if you wasn't supposed to be here, you wouldn't be saying shit to you.
In the first place.
Or you wouldn't be there.
I wouldn't be here. Man, we've done shit like went to Violent J house and performed. That shit is crazy.
That was cool.
When you a motherfucker from Kalamazoo who grew up around motherfuckers like Kike who are hardcore juggalos, been to every gathering.
Even us, we used to go to a lot of juggalo, psychopathic shit, and I used to go to so many shows. So like going there and then I'm in Memphis at Lil White birthday party, and Jay came over to my table.
Lil White, man.
Jay came over to the table and bought some shirts from me. I'm like, man, you know how much merch of y'all shit I bought?
Yeah.
I wanted to give him some shit.
Yeah. No,
you know
but that's the energy.
But that's the energy.
That's the love.
Yeah,
that's the
love. Lil White, man.
Yeah, man. He was the first person to buy a Skitzo Sumerian tablet comic book. A lot of people don't know that. We was in Detroit with Mastermind and Motown Hustling was putting on the show. And I had just got my comic books back, and I had them on the table, and Lil White walked over there, and on Everything I Love, he's the first person to buy a Skitzo Sumerian. So I always love Lil White for that. He probably don't remember that shit. He might do. Hopefully he still got the comic, but that shit is always like embedding me like this motherfucker. He don't know me from nowhere, and I'm just getting started with Mastermind. I'm not even Skitzo yet.
That type of shit is the shit that gives you the motivation
man.
to keep going.
Keep
man.
going.
You know
I'm
what I'm
like,
saying? That's
damn,
where you
you
get the
fucking-
motivation from, you know?
Yeah, he a humble motherfucker too, man. He a good ass dude.
And while we talking about good people, man, shout out to good people at 8 Mile Vodka. And shout out my sponsors, Mint Cannabis. And right now we're gonna take a shot of this 8 Mile, man. You know what I'm saying? Let my dog know. Let's see what this 8 Mile is thinking. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't mind it. And it's sugar-free vodka, Detroit brand.
if you haven't yet, make sure you go to YouTube and subscribe to the channel Smoke Session with Squirrel. Check out all the shit on there, man. I got a bunch of dope content.
Yes.
And like I said, I'm glad to have my brother back here with me.
I second that shit, man, because I've seen the interviews go from here, quality, changing location, changing sceneries. You in Texas with it. You took the show on the road.
Nashville.
KRS-One. I mean, I'm just like, man, the level of artists that you didn't had on the show. Now it's a point to where if an artist come on Smoke Session with Squirrel, you should be honored. I'm honored to be here because I know I'm in a position where DJ Paul was on this show. Like, this is, these are motherfucking Grammy-winning motherfuckers. Like,
and people that we grew
come
up
on,
listening
bro.
to, though.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
And they've been on Smoke Session with Squirrel. Now, I can say I've been on Smoke Session with Squirrel a couple times. That's no small feat, you know what I'm saying? So I'm grateful to even have this platform to come on here, and I'm really proud of you at the same time, bro, because you've been able to reinvent yourself. I'm just gonna give you flowers on camera because you've been able to reinvent yourself. I mean, we know you as Squirrel, you know what I'm saying? The PS Gang rapping, coming out doing your verse, your part, but you stepped out on your own into a new adventure. You had people on your side who went away, and you had to keep shit going on. So really, bro, I applaud you because you 48 laws of power teach you that. Recreate yourself. That's a law. Anybody know 48 laws of power? And you've been able to recreate yourself. And now you got this Smoke Session with Squirrel entity you doing your fucking thing, bro. So you know what I'm saying?
And I'm glad as artists that artists get to come on in this. Hey, if you got shit going, man, you making moves, come on back and talk. That's the thing. That's why it doesn't matter that my boy came back, and I'm glad he did.
Yeah,
But when you got somebody dropping books, man, you got somebody that's dedicated to their craft like that, man, you got to show them love just as much as they show you the love for coming on. So I definitely always appreciate that.
I mean, the only problem with Squirrel is he a fuck eye. That's what me and him cross lines. Go blue all day. You know what I'm saying? I gotta talk shit though to my bro. I'm SkitzoMichigan, man. You see the Michigan colors?
Until I die, y'all already know that shit, so you already know.
Y'all just got the receiver. I ain't gonna talk about that though. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Water from Cactus, man.
Water
on
from
Amazon.
Cactus. Make sure, shout out
Cheers.
8 Mile, shout out my boy Skitzo.
Salud. God bless the dead. Okay. Oh, that's pretty smooth right now. You know why I like that? Most people think vodka tastes like rubbing alcohol. That does not taste like rubbing alcohol. You know what I'm saying?
And shout out 8 Mile, man. You can get 8 Mile vodka anywhere in Michigan at any Meyer location.
You said Walmart too, right?
No, just Meyer.
Just Meyer.
Man, Walmart.
And Perks though.
M-Perks. Use that M-Perks. You know
Lessman's. Go to Lessman's on the north side. They got it.
I bet they don't.
They should though.
Lessman's, tap in.
Tap in, Lessman's.
So I'll deliver you a case tomorrow.
So with the new album, Water from Cactus,
Yeah.
how many songs you got on there?
10. So I had 11, but one I gotta put off to the side. It's a special. It's a big name feature, but I'm gonna set it to the side and wait, kind of like Corday did, But this artist is still breathing. But I'm just gonna, hold off. But I think 10 would suffice, because the music is so good, and I'm not selling too many physical copies. No one is selling too many physical copies nowadays. And I want to give you 10 pieces of music that you're not going to skip. That you're going to listen and, you know what I'm saying,
You have physical copies. Half these motherfucking new cars.
Oh, yeah.
Ain't even got no CD player in them bitches.
Yeah. So I'll still press up hard copies, for the loyals and the collectors. I still buy records at record shows. So I know people who still buy CDs because they like collections. But I wanted to give somebody a piece of music that you was not going to be able to skip. You could just press play, and it gave you every mood you was feeling. If you listen to music to exercise, I got You know what I'm saying? Don't make me. If you listen to music to like fucking motivate you to raise your kids and be a good father, I got Power. And if you listen to shit to like throw your fist up and yell Wakanda, I got Black Boy Lost. So I feel like I got so many, and that's what I did too with this album, Squirrel. I didn't make an album. I made 10 separate pieces of music. Like I took my time on each song to make sure.
You didn't build it like it was a project. You did 10 dope songs.
Yes.
And y'all about to get all these.
I did about 14, right?
And but cut down what you
want. And then what didn't make sense, or it was like, oh, it's good, but it don't make sense, or somebody might not like it. I wanted to make sure, and I do got Monster all on my album, like Project Born Nitty, but it's not like you think. You know what I'm saying? It's broke up pretty dope. And the song me and Straight Jacket got, you know, a lot of people they'll know me personally and know I work with traumatized children and low-income families and help remove barriers in their life to help finish their education. That's my real passion besides music, you know, is giving back, right? Directly by getting up every day and doing it. So, damn, that shot got me going. I lost my train of thought.
Shout out A. My Vodka, goddamn.
Yeah, that goddamn A. My Vodka, man. That shit got me shook, bro. But what I wanted to do with this album, I know that's what I was talking about, is the music. It's not just put together like a bunch of songs. Yeah, I wanted to go each song good as hell, quality, mix, master, the stems, mix. I got each instrument getting mixed. Like, I spent more money than I ever have, you know what I'm saying, on an album ever in my life. I went to Flex, and then I took Flex to another studio and had it to the, like, I did so many steps to make sure that this shit was like, oh, this is the best album, period. Not underground from Michigan, Kalamazoo. I'm talking Kendrick, SkitzoMichigan. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could put my shit next to the damn album. That was kind of like my mentality. Like, I want to make sure you can put, and he got a goddamn potent surprise for that album. I want to make sure you can put his shit next to mine and be like, oh, this shit is just as good. Like, I don't know who the fuck this dude is, but this piece of music right here is just as good as this guy who got more attention on it.
And Skitzo one of the best performers I've seen perform too. Y'all,
I appreciate that.
Y'all, and it ain't easy. I'm getting bigger. You know what I'm saying? Being a bigger artist though, like it ain't easy. And this man, you would think, you know what I'm saying?
That's the
he move across the stage, but hey, that's one of my favorite songs too.
That Adderall.
Man, listen, but look.
Man, you did that shit more like that. Come back out here.
I used to love that when he did that shit, man. But like,
Skitzo
one of the dopest performers though, and I ain't even just the only one to say that. Like, even when you see people comment, they'll be like, "I loved your performance."
Yeah, man.
Like, and he, you know what I'm saying? He put on a show. That's
I appreciate
what you do.
that.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Mr. Burns.
And it got me a little harder because being a solo artist like me, I got my niggas to bounce off of when we on stage.
Well, You
basically, I'm about to turn this bitch up the whole time.
Yeah.
By myself, or I'm gonna come off a different way. So like I know what you do, but
I hate to
like
say this,
shit.
but it's the alcohol. You know, sometimes if I feel like, you know, I do enjoy shots of whiskey and vodka every now and then. So to drown the butterflies, because yes, I've done 100,000 shows. I feel like I've performed in front of 10,000 people at the Gathering on pay-per-view. So I've been in front of large crowds, but I get nervous every time. I don't care if it's 5 people or 500 or 50. I'm still like,
I feel you.
Somebody might not like me. This dude don't know me. Who the haters?
Doing them big ass shows, you still, no matter what, like
smaller shows are harder.
I feel like if you don't get that butterfly feeling, that I feel like it's just it's just another thing to you. It don't even matter. But like if you don't get that. Like, you don't get that feeling every single time you go up on that stage, then it ain't, you know what I'm saying?
It ain't for you.
I get that. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't for you, man.
I definitely know what you're saying.
If you don't, when you stop enjoying it, it ain't for you. And that's my favorite part, is the performance part. And that's why I love it so much. The worst part for me is, of course, the financial part. Paying for studio time, paying for of course.
That shit costs a lot of money.
Yeah, paying for graphics.
That's why sometimes, man, when a lot of people either try to lower the feature price for artists or lower what you try to pay for an artist album or a project, like they put a lot of time into this shit and money. It really costs them to it. Like it ain't just free. That's why, like, you know what I mean? Like, I know how people do. Like, you'll go to the store and spend money with a big name all day. But as soon as, as your friend sells some shit, you like, hey, bro, well, shit, I got $8.
Man, I was just saying that to somebody. Man, I don't even want to say that because they might see this, but I'm just like, somebody sent me something, was like, yeah, send me a book. I'm like, okay, I sent them the link. Oh, you couldn't just send me a book? I'm like, I'm sure you got on a pair of Levi's or Nikes, or you know, you go to a grocery store, you spend with all these other names who are millionaires. I'm just asking for $20, man.
And what other nigga you know that got a book?
And why you don't support your own? Now, mind you, this person is super close to me. I'm like, what? Like, you just touched on that subject. That's what annoys me, bro.
So that's where I sometimes I don't like to ask a motherfucker for nothing. No. Let alone one of my bigger name friends.
No, I buy shit,
I don't
bro.
like to ask niggas damn near for nothing.
I buy shit.
Even when it come down to like a list or something, man, before I even call this nigga or hit him, in my head I'm like, man, I don't want to hit this nigga. Because not like that, like, and I know it ain't no thing.
Yeah. Same time,
you know,
bro.
You gotta respect the
game, man. It's like why I like Violent J when he walked up to your table and bought merch. It's just the energy. You could have gave him something for free. Man, he walked into a show I was performing. I was throwing it at the Bullfrog in Detroit. I tried to charge him at the door. You know what I'm saying? And he was ready to pay. So he's just reverberating the energy. You give what you get. You know, he pouring in somebody else's cup because his cup has been poured into. And, you know, and that's what it's all about, man. Just giving back. That's why you ain't going to unwhere asking for no handouts. That's why even though I've been on tour with some big name motherfuckers, I never went back to them begging for or asking for anything.
Let me get a feature, bro. None
of that. I was just like, you know what? You already did what you did. Now it's up to me to do something with it. You know, and that's how they feel too. They're like, bro, if I co-sign for you one time or I take you on tour one time, like I went on tour with Eshawn. You know what I'm saying? That was a pretty nice tour. You know what I'm saying? Financially. But at the same time, it's like, I didn't expect him to sit there and be like, okay, we're going on tour again and da-da-da. Because I know the mentality of a Detroit motherfucker, first of all, and this bitch get it. Everybody in here need to be getting it. I ain't standing in a house of 10 people or 4 people, and we all ain't hustling. And we all ain't getting it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody getting the bag. You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck is we even here? So for me, it was like, go get it on your own. Go get it. That's why the book is here. That's why the album is coming. That's why these shows, this new merch is dropping. You know, this new Skitzo. Shout out to Straight Jacket for the new designs and shit. But, bro, it's finna be a whole new everything. I'm finna take everything lesson I learned from Buckshot, Eshawn, D12, Bizarre, ICP, Kung Fu, Potluck, all these artists I done been with, Jelly Roll, fucking Mad Child, Misery. I don't want to leave nobody's name out, but a bunch of scum, bunch of motherfuckers, you know. I'm finna take everything I learned from touring with all these motherfuckers and just put it to use 1 year and see. Let me just see. Let me just see if I do the World Star route. Let me see if I put a video and spend this money and do this.
Because once you see it, you see the format. You see the formula. You
see the formula,
and that's where it be tough though. When you see so many people that you get close with, or you do different things, like they giving you the formula.
Yeah.
It's just if you can you capitalize or can you just do it? That's like how the same thing with like a situation with like a label situation for somebody. They think because media they own the label that it just gonna pop. No, the label want to see what you can do with your name, and then we gonna back you on anything you're trying to do.
Yeah.
So,
that's why you gotta go in with a big ass.
That's why you've been working. That's why a lot of these opportunities arise for you because you put the work in. That shit don't just come.
No, it don't.
Niggas don't just throw you on tour, let alone a motherfucking legend like Eshawn or somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I hate to say this,
you really been grinding and doing shows. Like I know we done a lot of shows.
Yeah, we toured together.
I know he done a lot of shows.
We saw LeBron James school together.
Man, I swear we got to see the inside. That shit was dope as a bitch.
That was one of the best things that ever happened to me. Shout out to LeBron in Akron, Ohio at the I Promise School. All his managers who make that shit happen. All the teachers who teach there. All the students who graduate.
Getting free bikes.
Getting their free bikes and their free scholarship to college there. He's paying for college. He's giving you the promise.
Hey,
like this, man, come on, man.
And I would appreciate it if you guys would go and make a statement because they say that the 8th graders at the I Promise School haven't passed the math state test in the last 3 years.
What?
So we got to know what's really going on, man, because it can't just be the name, man. It got to it got to be a school of excellence like that, man. So I mean, I definitely would like someone to come out and release a statement
and say something.
Because
I hope it ain't true.
Because I love the tour and I definitely appreciate everything y'all did, man. But I've seen multiple things about the 8th graders after I Promise not passing the math testing over the past couple of years. So that's a little tough. So
it is.
I love y'all, man. Let's get it together, man.
Fix that. Man.
It's tough to get people to donate their money, man. So we, when people donate, man, let's make some excellence out of it. Make greatness out of it, like LeBron say. Anyway.
Yes. Yes.
Kalamazoo ain't got the only promise.
Yeah, that's just crazy, man. I did not know that.
Yeah, man.
But that was a good time on tour, bro.
Yeah.
That was a good time. And that's hard work, paying off in a sense where you ain't even expecting it. But, another thing I did learn, and me and James talk about this all the time, is that sometimes, man, it ain't about hard work, it ain't about talent, it ain't about money. It's just about who you know. Because if you know the right person, they're going to put you on. Right, but the hard work will get you in the right position. So that's when the hard work come in.
Yeah, sometimes, or you got to do the hard work to get that person to want to put you on.
So
if a person see that you ain't got no work ethic, or you're not gonna push it,
they ain't gonna fuck with you.
There ain't no reason for them to put. They ain't about to waste their money. They can. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. They're not gonna fuck with you. So that's when the hard work come in, because hard work will get you in the room with the person. Now it comes for you to show them, like you said, I've been doing this work, I've been grinding. So a lot of people thinking just because you talented and you put a video up or you put a song up, somebody gonna come find you. That era of motherfucker just reaching out, that shit is dead. You gotta be out here
unless you
shaking and
get
moving.
A hit in your city and it transitioned to.
But how do you get the hit in your city? You get your city behind you by being out here in your city active.
Because they don't give a fuck. Many times, man, if they don't know you, they're not gonna.
They're not fucking with you.
Like, it'll be times some motherfuckers will be at my show and be like, man, you going to so and so show? Like, nigga, we the ones throwing the show.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So
like it's their show.
Like, so it.
But that's behind the scenes money. That's why motherfuckers behind the scenes.
But you gotta be out.
Money.
But you gotta be out in the scene to be able to get seen.
Yeah.
Or they won't even know you anyway. So
that's
they
facts.
not even gonna pay no attention.
And that's facts, because they're gonna follow what they see, bro. And if they see success, they're gonna follow that. It's a two-way street being in Kalamazoo, Michigan, man. Because I feel like we're in a city of trend followers, not trend setters, really. And when you step outside the box and become weird or do something different, it's not seen as, he trying to create a new wave and try to do something. It's like, why you not doing what we doing? Why you not doing the wave rap, the dope boy rap, the twerk rap, the this rap? Why you not doing this? Or even the Black Lives Matter rap. Yeah, you ain't gotta do that shit. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do and be great at it.
How the fuck we so small and we top 20 in murder rates for the top 20 city in murder rate in the country though?
You know how I knew it was bad? I was at the post office sending off merch. This old black dude in front of me was like, man, what's going on in Kalamazoo? I think he talking about the weather. No, he said, what's going on in Kalamazoo? I said, the weather, sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's warm. It's Michigan, man. I think he talking about the weather. He said, no, I ain't talking about that, man. I'm from Atlanta. People in Atlanta talking about the murder up here. Yeah, I'm motherfuckers dying every day up here. I'm going back to Atlanta. I can't wait to get out of here. So I know if a motherfuckers in Atlanta, Georgia, is talking about us like that, I'm like, damn,
niggas be getting killed in Atlanta,
man.
You know what I'm saying?
But in Kalamazoo, niggas dying like Atlanta, but it's smaller. You can put Kalamazoo on one side of town in Atlanta, probably.
My daughter being 14, she done had 5, 6, 7 friends that's done been shot already.
That's crazy.
At 14.
At 14. I lost Shamar Casey Wilson, rest in peace, Mighty Mouse, when I was in the 8th grade at South Maple Street. That, before it was Maple Street Maddie, it was South Middle School. And my boy Shamar Casey Wilson got killed. That was the first time I ever lost a homie. That shit was traumatic as fuck. To be in the 8th grade, to lose a homie that you played basketball with, chase girls with, share cologne with. Did 2 years, 7th and 8th grade with this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And then he get killed. You be like, so I'm mad. Imagine being 14 in this day and age.
With multiple friends.
Shit. You got multiple friends in the shot?
I tell my kids about that all the time. That's why I always make sure I tell my kids, no matter where they go or if we're on the phone, I always tell them I love you.
I love you.
Because you just never know.
Fucking know.
No.
Never know. That shit is crazy, bro.
Okay, so we got to get it together now.
Man, but it's not the city itself as much a world problem, a United States problem, with our young black males who have fed into this stereotype that you're overly aggressive and you're angry all the time and you got to shoot up and kill. No, you can build. You can be a business owner. You can do a podcast and be productive. You can put out books. You can make money so many other ways. You don't have to make the prisons richer or make Harpo's funeral home rich. All you doing is making Whitley's funeral home rich. You know, and then I see you posting stacks of money and then your family die. You got to go fund me. Like, what the... So, for me, it's, you know, just... It ain't about, like, oh, Kalamazoo, we need to get our house in order as black people. Because... And I ain't trying to... like, white people don't kill white people. And this ain't a black crime thing. I see a gun problem. We know motherfuckers ain't fighting no more than shooting.
We can start. We can set up something. Let's set up something with the city, and on Saturday afternoons, motherfuckers can meet at the park, and we got 6 sets of boxing gloves. And, you know what I'm saying?
Man, that ain't gonna go over. You already know. But somebody post a video. I'm coming back shooting that nigga. That nigga piece me up.
But I'm just saying,
on Snapchat.
something like that that's sanctioned, or you can that you make it legit. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, if it's a problem, I feel like you should be able to just call them.
My boy Vance, we used to do that with neighborhood kids.
You know what I'm saying?
Our neighborhood used to come right to his house. They used to put
But these ain't these kids, man.
Back when we was doing
these ain't these kids.
These kids pull a gun on you.
What?
They coming back.
They shoot, and I hate to sound like an OG or old mad head.
Like old nigga. They be like, you're an old nigga.
You're old nigga talking about, it's the music. But I see why white people was so scared of NWA. Because you had the crack epidemic going on at the same time, and then you had NWA music. So it's easy to say, oh, the music is doing it. No, bitch. It was Ronald Reagan and Oliver North. It was a crack epidemic. So right now, it's easy to say drill music is the reason they killing everybody and listen to the music. They popping pills, popping perks. No, bitch. It's social media.
Look,
this is the fucking reason.
Look,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you said that, though, because I told my daughter, I don't give a fuck who even... But look, even the singers, even Rod Wave talking about popping perks. So I told her, I don't give a fuck who popping what.
Yeah.
Nigga, you know what I'm saying?
You ain't popping
Hell
shit.
no, I don't give a fuck what they talking about.
Going on out here.
Hell no.
That's another thing, too,
Fentanyl
man.
killing all kind of motherfuckers.
Yo, what the fuck's going on? And you know the thing is too, when I was young, we sold dope. We didn't do dope. You didn't get high on your own supply.
No.
I sell you a pill. You know, I ain't finna be sitting here popping pills. Bitch, I got shit to do. You can buy this shit.
The 80s and 90s, them was the smokers. Now, I mean, we was the sellers. Now it's the smokers.
It's the smokers. Y'all, most of them.
I'm gonna get extra high.
Man, junkies, man. And I don't want to sit here and be like, because I see
that sipping don't help with the pill problem either, though. Because you want that same high, though.
But
I'm telling you, you want that good ass high, eat yourself some RSO gummies.
Yeah, eat your ass some good.
And we'll fuck you up. Eat about 200 milligrams, and you feel you'll be either going.
But a lot of people don't believe that edibles even work. They be like, man,
you ain't got the right one.
They be like, man, edibles don't be doing shit for me, man.
You ain't got the right one.
That's a whole rabbit hole. You gotta figure out what you're trying to do. You trying to sleep? Because they got some that are nano infused that make you guys go to sleep.
You got the right one.
Or then you got the regular ones that are nano infused, but they have more of a sativa effect. You gotta figure out what you want, what your regimen is. Yeah. Now, if you want to feel like you on dope, eat yourself some RSO. I ain't lying, man. Yeah. Do a whole thing RSO.
Yeah, he know.
Listen. I
feel like you on dope.
You know, he been working in that field for years, so
you know. And the thing is like a lot of people about overdosing and stuff like that. People don't realize that it's actually the receptors in your brain. Like, a lot of overdoses happen after somebody's stopped doing the drug, because your brain will actually reset itself and go, okay, I haven't had this drug in a while. So what happens is you come back out on the street, you relapse. Last time you knew, you took 24 perks because that got you right. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Are you gonna go at 1 or 2? Or you're going to hop right back in the bag and go 24 straight up.
You take 1 or 2 of these ones with the fat on it, it's over for you.
But that's what I'm saying. That's how all these overdoses are happening. Is that these people are going and getting clean, and then they relapsing, and last they knew, they were taking a bunch of them. And so what they do is they go right to that one.
These
not
drugs transforming, man. Like, I thought, nigga, because first it was crack, first it was powder. You know, it was regular powder. Yeah. Then it went to crack. Then it went to that funky motherfucker meth. And I thought meth was going to be the worst of the worst.
No,
fentanyl came out
and
won the race. That motherfucker
still in first place.
That
bitch
nigga
said,
not
"Ooh,
playing. Hey,
that
but
bitch
look, that's what I'm saying.
fast."
I'm afraid of this shit because I feel like, man, a lot of this, some of this shit had to have been created just in laboratory.
It's all been
because you can't tell me. Because
Nazis
nigga,
used
there's
it.
some shit right now they got in Florida, nigga, called Flocka.
That's
that
worse
shit
than
be
that.
making- it's
That's-
like that Spice K2 back again.
Fuck that.
But
Flocka.
even
bath
worse.
salt
Flocka
shit?
had you
Worse
out here
than
doing
that.
crazy.
Worse than
shit.
bath salts?
Yeah, called Flocka.
I don't understand. And shout out to Waka Flocka. I hate that the name is being attached
No, Walker, yeah,
to this
man. I ain't
bullshit.
talking about Walker.
Yeah, I hate his name being
No,
attached to this shit. But that's fucked up.
They
Man.
they said whatever drug it is, there's a new drug in Florida. They said that bitch 10 times stronger.
That's
than fentanyl.
stupid to me,
Said
man.
10 times stronger than fentanyl.
You know, the value of life is just so low right now amongst everyone. Everyone is so depressed, and I'm not saying like COVID and did that shit.
Man, fuck that, man. Listen, value of my life done increased as I got older. Look, I be drunk coming home from these shows sometimes, and nigga, I be like, man, I love my motherfucking life.
Yeah,
especially you hit that
I feel
motherfucking
good.
rumble strip, bitch. I'm like, oh, bitch, I gotta get home.
I wake up.
You know
be
about-
seeing Sid
like
James
so, like
and
for
pull
real, like
over.
back in the day,
We'll be sleep.
you know,
somewhere.
I fall
like
asleep
that,
quick.
though.
I'll be so blowed, I don't even care. I'll fall out. But now you be like, man, you gotta, hey, nigga, I've been
Listen,
every
I learned-
little
I
bump
learned
I
my
feel,
lesson.
nigga. I be like, man, I gotta get the fuck
over.
up.
I learned my lesson one time, man. We were at Hash Bash, and I had been eating edibles all day. Well, I wasn't realizing how many edibles I was eating because I wasn't paying attention to milligrams. Because back then, I didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? You can eat a 1,000 milligram edible and not even realize it because motherfuckers ain't dosing like it's supposed to. And I think I ate probably over 300 milligrams, over 400 milligrams. And I was driving home, man.
Gone.
And I passed out behind the wheel and I hit the road.
Yeah.
He's sleeping in the passenger seat. He wake up. He like, bro, what's up? I'm like, man, I'm just sleeping.
Just sleeping. Bitch, you driving. What you mean you sleeping?
And so
We still got an
now
hour to go.
I'll pull over the side of the road. He won't even realize it.
I'll be
And
happy
he'll
as
like-
hell, though.
he'll be like, oh damn, we pull on the side of the road. That's cool. That's what's up.
I'll be happy
I'm like,
when you
I gotta
pulling
do it for
over,
at least
man.
10-15 minutes.
That's how I
Because if
gotta
I get
do it,
man.
that, and what sucks
Take
is
that.
like if we're coming back from Detroit or Ann Arbor, it always happens around like Battle Creek Firekeepers area. For some
getting so
reason,
close.
because I'm so close, but still so far away.
But the drive there seems so fast.
super
the
fast.
drive home always seems
Nigga,
like
you be like,
3
am I the 69? I'm on,
Yeah.
I'm on 69,
Right.
ain't 94 yet.
Because we drive to Detroit.
I'll
We
wait
drive
for, I'll
home
wait
the
for
same
the
night.
rest
you know?
area on 69. If I see that rest area, then I'm like, good, because the next thing is 94.
Yep.
Dude.
I'm ready to go to sleep, man.
Yeah.
But look, we older now, so we value life more because we got more
Yeah.
shit to live for. But like when we was young, we doing the same shit these young
Same
niggas doing.
shit.
Just
Yeah.
nigga, if you
Just
make it,
different.
you make it. You don't, you
Now,
don't. Type shit.
now on this level, this a whole. I didn't have the AR with the sticks and a hundred
Yeah,
round.
no.
I had a couple hand boys, and every now and then, if you had an SKS and a duffel bag, you was bad. Like if we had an SK or AK. We thought we was military. We got a couple hand boys in the
was
SK.
military.
Yeah, they got the monkey nuts. You know what I'm saying? These bitches got the rulers. These motherfuckers got
Niggas had
shit
a
I ain't
pistol
even
with
heard
double
of.
drum. I'm like, hold on, how did they?
17,
How the fuck?
16.
What?
16, bro. I work with these motherfuckers, bro. I work with some kids, man.
They got the money now because these niggas scamming out here.
Scamming. What?
Bro,
Cash
so-
app scamming?
Scamming is at an all-time
All
high. That shit
time
is fucking.
high.
And these niggas ain't, nigga. You thought
They
back,
getting money.
They thought back in the '90s, just the high collar embezzlement was, man. These little
Ponzi
motherfuckers done
schemes.
touched damn near
Yeah.
$250,000. All I know, little niggas that's
With
done
a
touched
swipe.
the stupid bread.
They out here in
With a
Teslas
swipe.
now. That's how I know. I seen 16, 17-year-old motherfuckers run through the Teslas all day.
all kind of different shit.
I'm
You
like,
like,
damn,
all these
they
niggas.
getting-
scamming.
Woo! It's finna be empty out here in the streets in a minute because they get all you motherfuckers. That shit be scary, man. Sometimes though, the nigga in me be like, "Yo, why don't you get in?" But like,
You be the nigga to get
I'll
popped.
be the nigga to get
right.
popped.
I'm
'Cause
too
I
honest for my
ain't do
good.
it. And
For my own
yeah,
good sometimes.
my energy don't work
That's
that
that
way.
Nigga, but look,
Yeah.
it's so crazy though, bro. It's a scammer. His name Punch Made Dev. If you ain't never
Bro,
heard of him,
you watch
gotta
any of
look
his
him up.
videos?
Listen, this nigga makes YouTube videos. Nigga,
So
y'all
teaching
flag me.
people how to
Y'all
scam?
flag me for a lot of different things. I love y'all YouTube, so I love y'all.
Yeah,
But
we love you too.
man, Punch Made Dev be on there with like, yeah, I'll show you how to do this Cash App scam. He'll take you to the bank, take out $20K. He'll show you how to get $55,000 on Cash App. He'll like, oh, this for promotion,
educational
use only to protect yourself and shit from getting scammed. But he got swipers and shit. He said I'll go pay a little nigga that work at McDonald's. He'll put the swiper right there, and every card that come through, he'll swipe the card on my shit first, then swipe it in the regular one. He said I'll give him like 500. Now I got 60, 70 new cards and all the information's on my thing. He said I could bump into you. I ain't even got to touch you. He said anything in your wallet that got the chip in it, I can bump into you and take all your information.
Man, I seen a kid
bump into me.
Sit there with 3 phones, bro, passing money.
Yeah,
I'm like, damn. This shit.
I just don't know how motherfuckers
crazy.
ain't caught on to that shit. When you see niggas on cameras like every single day coming and getting a couple $1,000s a day, like that shit's not normal. You know what I'm saying?
Young motherfuckers.
Good luck trying to get into it.
But it's the they got Bibles out here. They got scammer Bibles, nigga. I swear to God, you can probably order one on Amazon.
What was that book back in the day? Antarcticus Cookbook.
Oh yeah, the Antarcticus Cookbook.
Yeah,
learn how to make fucking pipe bombs and crazy shit for people. They teach you anything. YouTube right now.
YouTube is
the best teacher. YouTube is like a college fucking dorm.
That's what I'm saying. Like with that dude Punch Made Dev, like he do so much shit. Like nobody, like I don't understand how he's not getting no backlash from it, or how the feds ain't tapped into him already.
Changing
you know
phones constantly.
He got an iced out real debit card.
I believe it. Yeah. I believe it. Attention is the new currency. Because if I knew how to get money like that, I wouldn't be on social media.
No motherfucking body.
I wouldn't be on social media. I'd tell my homies. I'd be putting my team on, but I wouldn't be on social media.
Hey, they asked him, they was like, when you do this, don't you be afraid they're going to call the police? He's like, yeah, but by the time they do, it's too late.
Because I got rid of my phone.
You watched that new
I
Tommy
never hit
G?
the same place twice.
No, not yet.
Like, come
so
on,
Tommy
man.
G.
Yeah, Tommy G. Yeah.
Tommy G.
Documentary.
I
seen that. Yeah, I seen that.
So he be going to hoods, too. He go to O Block. He went to Wisconsin because he's from Wisconsin.
Hey, y'all YouTubers, man, y'all be careful when y'all do that type of shit. Somebody gonna kill one of you niggas one of these days, thinking it's a goddamn joke or a goddamn video. Everybody ain't playing with you.
Yeah.
Real shit. I was watching some shit. I'm like,
listen,
somebody.
I'm gonna tell you like I tell my kids. Just because they smile at you, don't mean they're your friend.
For real, man. That shit is crazy.
They be quick to steal from you.
That shit is crazy, bro. But you know what, though? Back to Water from Cactus. I'm SkitzoMichigan. I don't smoke with Squirrel. I'm high as a motherfucker. That shot got me feeling good. But I don't want to miss the point of fucking what I'm trying to do here, and that's market myself. Make sure you check this book out. This shit is really me pouring my fucking heart out. The album is the soundtrack to the book. It's the same concept of me pouring my fucking heart out. And it's not like I'm giving him my last shot. This the last. Good. For me, I feel like I'm just getting started, honestly. I feel like this is a whole new beginning, and I'm able to start over with the information that I wish I knew 10 years ago that now I know. So now it's like that shit I did before don't even matter. Now it's time to actually go. And this is the launch pad for that shit. The book is doing great, and I'm so grateful that people are receiving this shit and loving it and appreciative of what I've tried to do here, which was a book, an autobiography, something that where I'm from ain't often did. You know what I'm saying? For a black kid from Kalamazoo coming from the hood. So, and it's doing pretty goddamn good. So, album is coming out real. So, I'm not going to make people wait too long. I got a single about to drop, Don't Make Me. Shout out to I Count 6 Shots. Shout out to Mocha, my motto. Shout out to Peanut for the cars. Shout out to fucking... shout out to Mike Shepard, man, who helped me put this book, because if it wasn't for Mike, this shit would have never happened. You know, let me tell the story right quick. I was at the Gathering, performing in Sheds, this festival. A lot of people might not know what that is, where I'm from. And it's a big thing, but this guy Mike Shepard, who had done 5 books already for a couple big name people, approached me and was like, man, you ever think about doing a book? And I told him, I said, I don't think I've done enough yet. You know what I'm saying? That's what I told him. I said, I don't think I've done enough, bro, and I'm not ready. And he said, man, you've done more than you. But I couldn't see the forest for the trees. I was inside the hustle so much, going, trying to keep going, that I never stopped to step outside and be like, damn, look what you done. Like, I see people from the outside, when they see me, they be like, oh, Skitzo, I see you doing your thing. I see you. I don't know what you're doing, because half the motherfuckers ain't liking my posts. Half the motherfuckers ain't really commenting. I don't know if you see it or not. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going. But Mike Shepard, he saw the trees. He was able to see the work I was doing and was like, man, you ready. And when he was interviewing me for this book, and we going through it, I'm realizing like, damn, I have done a lot, but in here, it's not enough. My mindset has never become complacent because I know that box is coming from me. When I say that box, I mean that casket. So I'm never settling or becoming complacent because shit, I'm trying to work on a legacy. Shout out to my cousin Ed Jen, who really hit me up the other day and was like, man, you building a legacy, Cuddy. And he was, letting me know he can see the trees. Because sometimes I don't see what I'm doing, so I appreciate when people are able to, congratulate me on what I'm doing. I'm grateful to be here. And Squirrel to say, hey, man, I want you on the show to talk about the book. It's like, damn, thank you. I'm really want motherfuckers to get this book and get to know who I am and then listen to the album and know why I've been saying what I've been saying for all these years. And now it's going to all make sense. And now, man, it's the launch pad. It's time to go. It's go time. You know what I'm saying? SkitzoMichigan, man. It's go time.
Before we get out of here, man, let the people know where they can find you at on your social medias. I already know they can go find the book on Amazon. Where can they find you on your social medias?
Man, everywhere. SkitzoMichigan. SKITZO. It's all one word. Don't put a space in it. And, I know motherfuckers like, why you got to put the Michigan on there? I just did that shit because, like, 4 years ago, I was getting so big with just Skitzo that somebody else was like, oh, we're going to take you to court and do all this. Because my name was starting to pop up first in social media instead of they shit. So I just added to Michigan. And if I had a team around me who would have let me know, man, you ain't got to do that. You can just do this. I would have did something different. But by the time that shit happened, I had already branded the SkitzoMichigan. So it's all one word, SkitzoMichigan. Don't let the name fool you. I know sometimes motherfuckers hear Skitzo and be like, oh, you rapping about some crazy shit. I do rap about some crazy shit, you know what I'm saying? But it's the shit you done seen already. I'm just not afraid to say the shit. That's the only difference. I'm going to speak. I'm not biting my fucking tongue. Everyone's fucking thinking it, but I'm the only one not afraid to say it or lose $1 or lose a fan or lose a follower. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit don't matter to me, bro. Like, I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? So, water from cactus, bitch. You know what it is. Get some Michigan, bro.
Hey, let's go. Smoke Session with Squirrel. Make sure y'all go hit the YouTube and subscribe. Once again, shout out Skitzo and James for being here. Shout out 8 Mile Vodka. Shout out Mint Cannabis. And we out of here.